So let's go back to lumbosacral trunk. So what do I want from lumbosacral trunk? You guys can take a look at some of the images, but what I really want to do is focus high yield on some of the things that I am going to test you guys on. So you have the thigh region, right? This is the thigh region, up here. And then you also have the leg region, which is down here. So we have different compartments for each. And this is probably the fastest way when I teach in Japanese, and I have Japanese nationals that come down. We do the same thing, and I do it in Japanese. And it makes more sense, and you memorize it much quicker if you memorize the compartments. For the thigh, there are 3 compartments. And for the leg, which is below the knee, there are also 3 compartments. But the 3 compartments are not the same for the 2. So in the thigh, I have anterior, I have medial, and I have posterior. So I like to play a little game, but I can't do that visually with doing it on the video. So we're gonna just try and memorize it this way. When you're really, really amped, you drink a little bit too much of the energy drink called amp. Sometimes you jump around, and then you give a little fought. A what? A fought, right? You fought a little bit too much. Sorry, excuse me, Carrie, did you say fart? No, I said fought. So when you're really, really amped, you give a little fought. When you're really, really amped, you give a little fought, right? So this stands for anterior. And in addition to knowing the anterior compartments, you have to know all the muscles that are controlled by the different nerves that control the different compartments. Woohoo! This is where it gets fun. For some of you guys, you're like, wow, this is where it starts to get exciting. Everything up until this is just memorization. Yeah, this is where you start to apply it a little bit more. So nervous system is, like I said before, harder but easier. It's harder because you're starting to apply it. You're starting to use all the knowledge that you should have actually gained up until this point. And it's easier because you get to apply it over and over again, and it starts to make a little bit more sense instead of just memorizing it. Anterior compartment, middle compartment, or medial. Let me correct myself. It's a medial compartment. Be careful about that because it's closer to the midline. It's on the inner thigh. And then I have posterior and anterior, medial, and posterior compartments. So the anterior is controlled by the, give a little thought, right? Femoral nerve. The obturator controls the medial compartment. And the tibial nerve controls most of the posterior compartment. For this class, you will memorize tibial nerve controlling the muscles in the back. However, if you guys are going to advanced levels, there's like one exception in each of these compartments. And we're not going to cover that. We're just going to cover the very, 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 very basic information for you guys.